Ladies and gentlemen, that was the voice of Dave Vedeka, this guy's brother, Jimmy Vedeka. And thanks to Paul Radadovich for many years with the Pennsylvania State Police. I salute him and all of the brave men and women who are out there every day keeping us safe. We're getting ready for his annual golf tournament. It's all about the Beaver County Heart and Cancer Association. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But Jimmy, since I was here last year, the place looks even better. This is the grill room. You got the big HD TV, fine wine and spirits, and of course those adult beverages provided by Ed Shewak, Allison, the Shewak at Shewak Distributing. So what's happening here, this wonderful place to meet and greet, play around the golf, weddings, anything that you're planning, even a golf outing, this is the place, right?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Best kept secret in Beaver County.
Listen, your family has put so much into this. And really, you didn't need to do it, because if you didn't step in, there was a good chance the most historic and the oldest course in the state of Pennsylvania, and I have so many fond memories every single time I pull up here. I remember swimming in that pool as a young child and just thinking, I must be rich because my neighbors and my cousins brought me to the Beaver Valley Country Club. It's no longer a country club. It's open to the public. But why would you undertake such a huge task and put so much money into something that really, you make ends meet, but it's not as though you're getting rich?
Well, we were looking for a course for probably 10 years prior to getting this. And when we had a chance of getting this, we knew this was our last chance, because I was 42 years old at that time. And so we put a bid in, we happened to get it, and we've been here for 15 years.
This is why I love the Vedeka family. See these hands? Folks, they work. They cut the grass, they do whatever. They rake the traps. He and Dave work up a good sweat. They put a lot of sweat equity into this place. And Paul, I know that's one of the reasons why you like taking care of them and coming here. How are you, buddy?
Doing well, thanks, Rob. And you couldn't hit the nail on the head any better. There are a number of great venues in Beaver County in which to have an outing, and everyone treats you well, but I don't think anybody treats you better than Jimmy, Dave, and their dad, Rudy. From the course being taken care of, from all the extra things that they do to make it a worthwhile event. And the food and everything is exceptional.
Listen, it must have been fate. The other night I was at the Monaca SOI and some good luck came the way of Dave Halama. You know, you do a little thing and it's all for charity. You sign that daily book. And his name came up. And he wasn't there, obviously, because he's dealing with a lot of things now that his brother has passed. But his brother, who bought me many drinks in that establishment, I think about him daily. And I just wanted to give you a chance publicly because it's, been a while since his death and we haven't had a chance to do a video on him. And I just can't imagine talking to you for the first time after your dear friend Mike Halama passed away without mentioning him.
It's a horrible loss for the whole community. Mike, I'm going to tell you, and you're going to make me cry, which I wish you wouldn't have done, but I've been to a number of police funerals where officers were killed in the line of duty. You have a lot of people at those. And when Lieutenant Governor Knoll died, I was part of that, and that was huge. I've never been to a private citizen's funeral that was larger than Mike's. We were at the church. You couldn't even sit in the pews. You had to stand in the wall. Mike had no children. Dave has no children. His lovely sister has one son, Nicholas. There were 300 people on a weekday for a funeral, and as I sat there at the wake, and you gave such a beautiful eulogy, as I sat there and I looked around, there was a gentleman who was friends of mine that literally worth $20 to $30 million, and Brad Davis flew back from Dallas, a former NBA star. There were people that flew in, and there were also people there who probably have access cards. There was an exceptionally eclectic group because Mike didn't care who you were, what you did. If you were a good person, he was your friend, and he was a very loyal, wonderful friend, and I loved him like a brother.
And our good friend Jimmy Maganello, who Club of Shadow Lakes, where the wake was held, said so appropriately before they handed me the mic. And I've done a lot of wakes, folks, and I've done a lot of speeches, and I must tell you, it was one of the first times I actually broke down in tears because of the relationship that I have with Mike, who was really like a big brother to me and taught me a lot of life's lessons. And every time I see a little light flicker, I think of him because of his electrical business and who he was and how he's that bright light that will continue to shine in my heart and soul for generations. But it was Jimmy Maganello who said, money can't buy this, and it was just a huge outpouring of love. And he is someone that we're all going to think about for a very long time. You think about your parents all the time, you and your brother Mike, and I can understand, and your wife Cheryl, and your children. This is really so much about family. Mike's kids, your kids, about being here and celebrating family by having this golf outing, and it just continues to grow. And I know you want to thank all of the people that have stepped up and given you various prizes and donations so you can make it possible, right?
Absolutely. People in southwestern Pennsylvania, Beaver County in particular, are exceptionally benevolent, caring, generous people. who go out of their way to help somebody else in need. And the Beaver County Cancer and Heart Association since 1955 has donated their services to help those in need in our area. And the people have been just exceptionally generous. And every year it gets more difficult because so many more agencies are asking for donations, and they're all worthwhile. And times are a little bit tougher, but it never ceases to amaze me that we continue to do exceptionally well with the money and go. Like, we're full again, 144 golfers, and it's just amazing.
And word on the street, the voice of the Panthers and Steelers, his best friend, the great Bill Hillgrove, will be here hanging out, talking to the folks. By the way, 724-774-6600, the Beaver County Cancer and Heart Association on Broadhead Road. They've been there since 1955. Jackie Finney and I are good friends. We do the Angel Fund Dinner, obviously, for Roxanne Better's Albany's, Chuck Better's daughter, who passed away from cancer. So great relationship with them, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it. Last thing, golf outings. What do you offer that so many people don't? Just a lot of good people and a lot of hard-working people. You love golf outings, don't you?
Oh, yeah, yeah. You got to have the golf outings, and we're pretty fortunate, you know, to have Paul's golf outing. I mean, it's a big golf outing, and August is, for us right now, August is a big month. So every Saturday we have a pretty decent golf outing right now.
So I got to bring this up, and then we're going to come back and talk a few other things, including pit football and what we believe to be our top 10 athletes in the history of Beaver County. And he's a homer, folks, so a lot of those athletes are wearing crimson and gold. So we're going to explain that in a moment. But Danny Camp, the commissioner's father, and he's a pretty good player too. You know, Danny Camp, his dad was like a brother to me. We talked every day, literally, for 10 years. I took everything to the dry cleaners because I loved helping them. He was very unassuming about his golf game, and I still can't believe, I mean, with all due respect, I mean, Danny's a pretty good athlete, his son, but this guy was a heck of a golfer. Dan Camp Sr., huh?
Oh, no doubt, yeah.
Club champion. Did you ever play with him?
No, I didn't have the privilege to do that, though.
You ever play with him?
Oh, yeah.
Did you? Pretty
Yeah,
good.
Danny was tough. He was a great chipper and putter, too.
Really?
Yeah. I love playing with Danny. He never got mad. He was always
Never.
a gentleman.
Never.
You know, it was a touch of class.
What do you, oh, yeah, he's clearing his throat because why? Dave's played with you. Played with him, Dave? No, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I don't know. Just this thing. Let's wrap it up on this golf outing.
Yeah.
It means a lot to you, doesn't it?
It does. I take great pride in it, and it's a wonderful organization. And I was going to say, just like the Catholic Church, we accept all denominations, 5s, 10s, 20s. So it's all good.
Bless you, my child. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming back. You won't believe this list the former lieutenant has come up with. This is, listen, you can tell he's retired. I'm still typing, folks, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, please come back very soon, right here, to the Beaver Valley Golf Club. You don't have to be a member to play.